Hey everybody, Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great one so far. We are talking decentralized finance today, which has hit $2 billion. However, Vitalik Buterin has come out and he's admitting that there are some problems Ethereum is facing. He has underestimated, for example, how long proof of stake would take to complete. We'll discuss that. QuarkChain is in the news, as is ShareRing from a couple of different perspectives. The real Tim Boss on Twitter is discussing updates with regards to ShareRing and different exchanges. StormX is also in the news. They're offering a 21% cashback in crypto when purchasing on eBay. There's other details that we'll discuss there. The BITTREX CEO has joined StormX's board after an undisclosed investment as well. Enjin is in the news with their new Envoy program, as is Crypto.com. As always, guys, there is a lot happening. Let's first start things off with a look at the markets. We're on CoinGecko.com. Market is up 1.6% on the day, $272.7 billion total market cap. We saw a very handsome and arguably sustained spike over the course of these last 24 hours or so. So that brings us back up above some of those support levels of closer to 9K. Currently, Bitcoin sits at $9,267. That is up half a percentage point in the last day. Other projects are up pretty nicely. Bitcoin SV really on a tear right now, up 14% in the last 24 hours, up over 17% this week. Cardano, no surprise there, I suppose, up 9% in the last 24 hours, 27.5% in the last 7 days. Other projects doing very well, notably Chainlink, as well as some others as well. So this has really been a surge and a rally for the altcoins more so than for Bitcoin, and that's reflected in the dominance, which continues to drop. Bitcoin dominance 62.6%. Here on beincrypto.com, decentralized finance has hit $2 billion as a new milestone in total value locked. That has resulted in Aave surging, but Ethereum has also felt the strain, and that's what we're focusing on for today's report. Ethereum transaction prices continue to soar as demand on the network increases. And this is going to tie into the next piece that we'll examine. But the big milestone of $2 billion, to start with some good news, in total value locked has arrived for decentralized finance markets as the embryonic industry keeps growing. And Ethereum is feeling the pressure, though, as the network fees are reflecting this. I don't know if $2 billion can still be considered embryonic. That's a pretty big number, in my opinion. I didn't realize we were quite that high, but nevertheless, that's the figure that we're at. However, unfortunately, there's been an increased level of discontent in the crypto community about the rising costs on the Ethereum network. These high gas fees make the tiny operations with DeFi smart contracts impractical and financially unsustainable. It's just not worth it from a cost perspective alone. Ethereum has yet again become a victim of its own success, and you have here Messari researcher Ryan Watkins, who pointed out that while there are some positives from high network fees, bad user experiences may deter the masses from getting into DeFi. Quote, "It's easy to highlight the positives of high transaction fees on Ethereum, like signaling strong demand for block space and long-term sustainability of monetary policy. But in the short run, high transaction fees on Ethereum create a terrible UX and need to be dealt with." Vitalik Buterin himself is discussing this issue rather directly on CoinCodex.com. Buterin admits that Ethereum team underestimated how long proof of stake would take to complete. So in a recent podcast interview, Vitalik Buterin took a look back at the development of Ethereum. He would have put more thought into determining the gas costs and use a binary tree to store account data if he were to start the development again from scratch. And according to Buterin, the fact that the team underestimated how long it would take to complete major features like POS and sharding resulted in a lot of wasted time. Hindsight is always 20/20, though. I think, look, he sounds to me, I don't know him personally, but he sounds to be like a perfectionist, and I imagine he's beating himself over this. Hindsight is always 20/20. Nothing is perfect. This is an evolving system. However, we'll link to this if you'd like to check out the full story in the description below. In other news, let's discuss QuarkChain now. They've announced a new strategic cooperation with an ecological department under a Chinese government. We will work on developing an environmental governance platform on blockchain, which will be used for construction, resource management, and trading. QuarkChain sits at number 162, ticker QKC. They are up 14.8%, likely on the heels of this news, at least to a certain extent. You can read more about that here on medium.com. In other news, we're talking about Mr. Tim Boss, at @TheRealTimBoss on Twitter. We're talking about ShareRing, of course. So here you have his tweet from the 4th of July. A lot of people have asked when we're going on a new exchange. So to put this to bed, he said to out this to bed, I believe he meant to put this to bed, we are accelerating this process and discussing some strong offers with a few great exchanges. We have some specific requirements in terms of API support, so it's taken some time to review. ShareRing is up to quite a bit behind the scenes. You may remember this piece that we covered back on the 26th of June of this year. ShareRing Network SHR integrated with Fireblocks Network, and the integration with Fireblocks will bring enterprise-grade security to the ShareRing network ecosystem. Read the full article here by Deepika, again from the 26th of June. At Crypto Grills here on Twitter talking about ShareRing. SHR is already integrating with the API of a large insurance company, which will bring 30 million users and generate over 40 million transactions per year. Read that again, 30 million users with over 40 million transactions per year. Now, realize that ShareRing Global is one of the most impressive companies in this whole crypto space. Possibly, the proof is in the pudding. That's how I like to look at it. Let's look at StormX for a moment. They're offering a major cashback deal in crypto when you purchase on eBay. So at StormXIO here on Twitter, up to 87.5% cash back, including 21% from eBay in response to at Simon USEA on the 6th of April. This goes back a little bit. We're excited to announce StormX rewards. Storm token holders can now earn up to 87.5% crypto back. Stores like eBay will earn up to 21% crypto back, plus unbelievable rates from top shops like Walmart, Target, and 500 plus stores. blog.stormtoken.com. Now, this is from a little while ago, but the more recent news here from the 3rd of July, so to specify, this is from April of this year, April 6th, 2020 specifically, but here on Cointelegraph.com, the update, Bittrex CEO joins StormX board after undisclosed investment. So Bittrex CEO Bill Shihara will expand his role at cashback reward platform StormX from investor to board member. So according to an announcement from StormX, the addition of Shihara to the board comes after the CEO invested, quote, an undisclosed sum in the company's latest equity round. However, Shihara was already an angel investor from the startup, originally founded in 2015 as BitMaker, and reportedly acted as one of its ICO advisors. StormX CEO Simon Yu cited Shihara's experience with Bittrex as one reason to be optimistic. Yu said that the Bittrex CEO's, quote, strategic advice and connections could help fuel growth at the blockchain company in the years ahead. You guys can read more here about the crypto cashback reward platform that is StormX and what they offer, as well as some of the legal woes that are currently being faced by Bittrex. So we'll link to this in the description below. As you guys know, sponsorship helps cover production, research, and website hosting costs. And without further ado, let's have a quick word about today's sponsor.
Today's video is sponsored by AAX, the world's first cryptocurrency exchange to be powered by the very same engine that powers the London Stock Exchange. In this tutorial, I will use AAX to explain what long and short futures are by demonstrating a leveraged trade. Please note that leveraged trading presents high risks and is not recommended for beginner traders. Entering a leveraged trade is not the same as buying Bitcoin. Rather, you take a view on the future price of Bitcoin and trade contracts which derive their value from Bitcoin. You pay not only a transaction fee, but also a funding fee which is relative to the number of contracts you purchase and the amount of time you hold them for. Let's say I want to buy Bitcoin on leverage. I'll purchase 10 contracts which is equal to $10 worth of Bitcoin using 2x leverage. After I click long, this window comes up showing me my liquidation price. What this means is that if the price falls below $6,310, I will lose the full $10 worth of Bitcoin which I invested into this trade. Now that I've executed this position, you can see the P&L, which shows the profit or loss which I'm in for the trade currently. Using 2x leverage, I'm in 0.47% loss or 251 sats worth of loss. However, this loss is only realized after I close this trade, or if the price falls below $6,310. And now back to Matty.
Enjin now has launched a new Envoy program at Enjin on Twitter. With Envoy, we wanted to create a meaningful way to say thank you to our community and reward them for the endless support, inspiration, feedback, laughs, memes, and more. Apply now and get rewarded. So Enjin, enj.in/envoy. Enjin Envoy is our way, as I just said, of saying thank you and all those things. It represents confident, ambitious people that share our passion for blockchain and its potential to transform the gaming space. On blog.enjin.io, introducing the Enjin Envoy program. If you're a member of our community, you know that it's been a busy year for Enjin. Here are a few highlights. We can skip those. Likely we're familiar with them and we've covered them in the past. So because you're a part of a team, a member of the Enjin family, that's what makes it all possible. In the spirit, we wanted to create a meaningful way to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for inspiring us, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. And so today we are delighted to introduce the Enjin Envoy program. Part brand ambassadors, part affiliate agents, Enjin Envoys are members of an elite force of blockchain gaming enthusiasts equipped with superior skills, industry knowledge, and Enjin's trust, backing, and support. Are you hellbent on bringing blockchain to developers, gamers, and people everywhere? Well, you can apply now. We'll link to this in the description below if being an Enjin Envoy is something that is of interest to you. Crypto.com, guys, with some quick tweets here worth discussing at CryptoCom on Twitter. We have resumed the Eurocard wallet top-up with crypto for the MCO Visa card in Europe. And finally, this announcement from the 7th of July, that's today, 7 days to go. ALGO, ALGO, will be 50% off on the syndicate if you follow the 3 following steps. Sign up for Crypto.com exchange if you have not already. You got to stake CRO and subscribe at 6 a.m. UTC on the 14th of July. More details are available here on blog.crypto.com. Don't forget, guys, you can sign up for the MCO Visa card and get $50 loaded on the house using our exclusive altcoin buzz code. It is simply AB. Link is in the description below. Check it out. Again, if you want to avail yourself of an MCO Visa card with $50 loaded onto it, just use our exclusive code. All the details and the link are in the description and the comments below. Well, that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell, of course, to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. Best of luck, guys, if you choose to invest on this Tuesday. Hope you're having a great one so far. And as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.